Hello and welcome back to the Princess Gay podcast show. Your host, Princess Kingsman. So, this is, I'm answering a question um, from someone that sent me an email. Okay. Um, and this is about how I handle my anger. Okay. This is how I handle my anger. Okay. When I'm angry. Okay. Honestly, it's been a long time since I have been full on angry, okay? And that's because I've had to do a lot of work on my anger issues. And it's not been very easy because obviously um, I'm a type of person that I keep a lot of things in. Okay, I deal with a lot of stuff. And sometimes those who have like deep, deep anger, they, you know, it's right in there. They absorb it. I absorb a lot. So, and this is why, my whole life people have poked me and, you know, try to get me to react a certain way, trying to get me to be angry in a certain way, trying to get me to do things, just to get a reaction. And I've had that my whole life because, you know, sometimes I feel like it's hard for me to process my anger and like express it. So most of the time, my anger is usually just in, and I find a way to express it in other ways. Okay, I use my rage, feeling, energy, everything. I channel it because I'm a channeler. I channel it into my magic and I channel it into prayer. Got different words: praying, casting a spell. Yeah. So I channel my anger in that way because if was not able to channel it that way, let's just say I would not be here right now. Because there was a lot of people who were banking on me, you know, being an angry, crazy person. Sorry, excuse me. So it would just so it would prove to everybody that they were talking to me about that I am crazy. So yeah, um, it's been a lot of years coming, like, which means I have like decades worth of rage. Can you imagine having decades worth of rage inside of you by simply what people did to you and put you through because they think that when someone is quiet and nice, and I'm a very observant person, very observant, so I observe a lot. I would rather be in the background. I would rather be behind, I don't know, audience or whatever, observing. That's just me. I like to observe. And a lot of people, use that in their, in their, they've used that in their way to sort of poke at me, you know. I've done a lot of things that I do not feel that it's relevant for me to go into details because it's not relevant anymore. So, and now they find it hard to believe that, I can control my anger. Yes, I can. I have full control over my anger. But do not get it twisted as to think that you can poke and poke and poke and poke and you think that I will not respond. Don't get it twisted. I said I have full control over my anger. I never said that I cannot fight for myself when I've had enough. Okay? So it is what it is. But that is how I channel my anger. This is the answer I have for a beautiful person that sent me an email and asked me, how do I channel my anger? That is how I manage it. And if I feel like, I think the thing is, like, with me as well, with people around me, mostly my child, she has never seen me be full on angry, full on rage. No. No. She has never. She has seen me upset, but not like, she's seen me irritated, which is very close to, it looks like when someone upsets you, but it's not. I'm not upset. Because one of the signs that I am extremely angry is I will be completely quiet. Because if I am not, anything I say at that point, yeah, you already know, it's powerful. So, and I do not want to say anything that I will regret or do anything that I will regret. So, I have full control over my anger. Full control. But you do not, I pray that you never ever see me angry. Because you would just be afraid of me. And I don't want people to be afraid of me. So, yeah. So you would never see me full on rage. Because I have control over that side of me for a reason. Because if it comes out, you'll never find out. I just pray you never find out. You never. Okay? So, yeah. That's how I channel my anger. That's the most way I channel my anger. It's through my magic, through my spells, through prayers. When I'm angry, it sets another energy to it. Channeling your anger in prayer, in whatever. I'm not a religious person anyway. Like I said, I'm not religious. I know I dress like I'm a Muslim sometimes, but I am not. I have no I like the way they dress. I have no disrespect to the Muslim community or anything like that. That's just the way I choose to dress, okay? So I'm not religious, but like I said, you can channel your anger in however way you want to. That is the safest way to channel anger. Spiritual warfare. That's the best way. If you're looking for an advice on how to channel your anger as well, I'll pull that in through your magic. And what I mean your magic is, your prayer, your casting spells, all of that. With good intention, of course. You have to make sure that you have good intentions. You have to set your intentions, because anger can, make you not to have good intentions. So you gotta watch out for that. Because emotions are very powerful. So, especially when you're channeling it, you gotta be careful. Yeah, so you have to set your intentions. And when you use that anger to protect yourself, it will be very hard for your enemies to defeat you. It'll be very hard. So that's how I've dealt with my anger. And another way as well is by releasing. So I cry a lot. I cry a lot. Okay, I cry a whole lot. Okay, I am a crier. And that's how I'm able to release it as well. That's a good way of releasing pent up emotions and anger and frustration. Crying. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're not doing anything wrong if you cry. It's how you release. Cry. It's not about ego. It's not about I'm a man, I don't want to cry. I'm a woman. No, don't do that to yourself. Because you need to release it. If you don't, it's going to come out in another way that you are going to regret. Because at the end of the day, if it comes out the other way, you will regret it for not being able to have other ways of releasing it. Because it will come out in the way that you don't expect. So the best thing to do, another way of releasing pent up anger, rage, emotion, just cry. It's not going to kill you. So yeah, that's how I handle some of my, some of my emotions. So yes. So thank you for asking that question. Keep your questions coming. Bear in mind, if it's an inappropriate question and a question that I do not want to answer, I will simply say I do not want to answer it. And no personal questions, because I will not answer any personal questions. So, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the little bell, and it will notify you when I post. You don't have to, just it would be nice if you did, you know. All right, so have a wonderful day, and I love you always, and goodbye.